guys, it's me, Numi. VTuber. Yay! My personality is pretty known to my Twitch chat and YouTube chat. I feel like for the most part, people who watch my videos or clips on YouTube don't really get to see or learn that much about me from aside the sussy stuff. So I thought it'd be fun to ask you guys over on Twitter and Discord to ask some questions to help you guys get to know me better on here, because why not? And I'll answer as many as I can, so let's get it! My voice is kind of gone, I'm sorry. Which SpongeBob episode should we watch to truly understand you as a person? Asking for a friend. You know, this is something that you should have asked before our date night, but it's okay, sexy lady. I'll let you know. Ripped Pants, Sleepy Time, Welcome to the Chum Bucket, Skill Crane, Gary Come Home, Band Geeks, in that order exactly. Thank you. Which of your friends is the best kisser? That's a crazy question. Silly. To even think that I would ever be able to smooch any of my OCs like that is outrageous. But I mean, if I did, though, I would definitely say... And probably... Anyways, love you, Tricky. Next question. Did kissing plums actually help you kiss better? I mean, yeah, I hate... Leave me alone. Get these questions out of my face. Get these questions away from me. What is your most favorite Bionicle figurine? Easy. Akuma or Toa of Akuma. What? You expecting a different answer? Why are you looking at me like that? Top 5 weirdest things you've made out with? Probably like a Wait, why am I even answering questions like this, ship, dude? I hate you all so much. Why are you even asking these questions? What were you doing before being a VTuber? Suffering in college. I still finished though. Hey, got that degree. That's right. Communication major, baby. I think that's the only reason why I'm able to survive the way I do. Next question. Did you fail No Nut November yet? I've been doing No Nut November for almost 6 years now. It started as a joke, but it's a tradition at this point that I refuse to fail. It's painful. It's horrible, but it's a necessary staple of Numi core. So, I mean, booba or booty? Thighs. I mean, or butt, I guess. I don't really care about booba size or anything like that. It's all about the legs. At the end of the day, thighs are what gets me going. When a person is able to put me in between their thighs and squish me like a watermelon... I'm sorry, guys. I am still recording this during No Nut November, and I'm suffering. I'm in pain. Oh, please. I haven't even reached a point in the month where I've moved on and began ascension and gaining superpowers that'll cause my third eye to open. Please help me. Please. Have you ever had a dream that you'd... You know, the fact that you both ask the same question unintentionally truly does say a lot about our friendship with each other, but, my answer to that is... Next question. Where did you get the name Numi? Why are we called the Noombas? Funny story, actually. The name Nimune, pronounced Nimune, wasn't even the name that I was going for. When I was creating my VTuber, I was talking with the only person I knew like VTubers at the time. She and I were hyping up the idea of me being like a demon. So I went online and looked up a bunch of demon names and decided on Nimue. Somehow, after we got into the nicknames, I thought Nimune sounded like Ramune, and I got so into the idea of that word, Ramune, that I somehow misspelled Nimue as Nimune. And I thought that the name Numi sounded like that for some reason, when it literally doesn't at all. As for the Noombas, on an early stream, I asked for ideas of what to call you guys and turned it into a poll, and one of my old mods at the time said we should call the fans Noombas after Goombas from Super Mario, and please don't sue me, Nintendo. When a Numi waifu cup? Well, actually, since you asked, I mean, I guess it's time for me to let the cat out of the bag and tell you something. I want to let you all know that I have officially signed with Gamer Subs, and something may be coming soon, yes sir, in the near future. But for now, if you do want to make things like a cup of reality, you can use my code Numi or Nimune to try the beautiful goodness of Gamer Subs with incredible flavors such as Blowhole Blast, which makes me feel like I'm truly sipping on Lily's blowhole. What? I mean, or you can try my current favorite flavor, Soda Pressed Despair, which is honestly one of the greatest things I've ever put in my mouth hole. That shit is... I don't know what they did to it, but it tastes incredibly, genuinely one of the best things in the whole entire world. I don't know what the... It's so good. But yeah, I am with Gamer Subs. Support me if you want to try it out as well. You can get a bunch of cool flavors. You use my code. Let's get a flavor. Let's get a cup, my swag dudes. We can make it a reality together. So join me in this adventure. And thanks again to Gamer Subs. Woo! Next question. How much money have you spent total in Honkai Star Rail? I don't... What? Free to play.
$100 because that's how much
You mean by that I'm free to play. I plead the fifth. Triangle. Next question. I've heard you love getting denied with your awkward riz. Why is that? I hate this question. I don't have awkward riz. I just don't think people actually like me. So they say they do, but I just think they're lying. So I don't know. Maybe it's just brain rot. Would you please stop spending money on virtual anime women and make responsible financial decisions? The only people that are able to truly love me are virtual anime women. Why are you trying to keep me from being happy? Why do you hate happiness? Why do you hate a happy Akuma Nimune? I don't have a problem, okay? I'm normal, I swear. I'm normal, okay? Maybe I'll stop when I finally get laid or something. I don't know. But it sure as hell isn't gonna be now. You should just let me be happy. Thank you. Sorry, I'm a little passionate. What is your gym routine? Well, the average Giga Chad Numi routine always includes a mix of hip thrust, ab workouts, and swag cardio to maintain my lean physique. As you can tell, I got a little something. But I am currently doing some endurance training for ski season, and I'm just doing a lot of things to try to fit that. I also have a knee clicking problem, so I tend to avoid things that include squats or bending my knees a lot. But a basic routine: treadmill for 3 minutes and then stretchies. Superset in reps of 12, hip thrusts and dumbbell bench presses, seated cable rows and planks on a yoga ball, leg press and dumbbell RDLs, stairs on level A+ for around 25 minutes or 25-30 minutes on the treadmill at a 10% incline at 3.5 to 4 miles an hour is an average 1.5-2 hour day at the gym for me, which I have 4 days a week at this point. I don't really know how to ask this question, but how do you creatively make your own music? You pump out music pretty often and it's all bangers. Like, how is that creative process? A lot of pondering. I often sit at my music area with my head slammed against the desk, listening to the instrumentals on loop until something comes to me. Some days are easier than others. Some are a nightmare. The moments where I manage to record a nice harmony, I cheer happily in a similar fashion that I do when I receive a glorious plate of carnitas at my favorite Mexican restaurant. Beautiful feeling. No, but in all honesty, it's a huge group effort. I mean, I make the melodies and the lyrics and such, but Holmes, my music friend, is a goat who just perfectly knows how to read my mind when we're creating instrumentals. And he has perfect pitch to help me with harmonies after the initial draft that I write and brushes everything up for me because he knows Logic better than I do. And then after we do all of that, we send the draft to my audio engineer who just makes things sound a lot better than I could ever imagine, which you guys get to hear. And I mean, I still can't even wrap my head around how I managed to make so many songs and how I have so many under my belt at this point. But I mean, I hope I can continue to make tunes for you guys as long as I can. By the way, the winter album that comes out on my birthday should be open for pre-order soon. And after this, I am going to be taking a step back for a little to probably work on more covers in the future because I don't want to juice my creativity out anymore. You know, gotta do what I gotta do. How did you come to VTubing and who would you say is your biggest inspiration? It was Hololive, actually. I think this is the same for a lot of people. I randomly found Hololive when I was in a really dark place, and I watched a lot of the JP girls and stumbled upon Callie from the EN branch and was genuinely in awe of how she was able to carry herself despite all of the work that she had on her plate. She was just able to create all these cool songs and balance so much stuff, and I fell in love with the song Live Again and Off of Their Heads, and it made me think to myself, hey, I want to try this. I think I would do all right at this. I never really wanted to stream when my friends encouraged me to do it before because I preferred making things and pre-recording things like this. I didn't think I was entertaining or cool enough to do long form stuff such as streaming. But VTubing seemed like an incredible space to showcase your talents without having to worry about how you looked or anything. So I went for it. Who would you say helped you come out of your shell? The first people that I became friends with in the VTuber community that I felt like I was a part of a little group was Rose Candy and Buff Pup, and they were the ones that kind of always encouraged me to meet people and to be myself, and I forever thank them. And it's kind of the reason why I haven't met Rose in person yet, but anytime I see Buff and Candy at conventions or anything like that, I just give them the biggest hug. The people that actually really helped me start wanting to reach out to other people is Bao, VTuber. He just made me feel really comfy and cozy, and then Yuzu, we made our little group, and then now here I am. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, what is the greatest challenge you faced as a creator? Ooh, ah. In fall of 2021, I had a lot of pain in my throat after getting sick. got to the point where I couldn't probably speak without being in pain, and I went to the doctor and they told me that to just not talk as much, but I said it's part of my job. And then they said, maybe is it possible for you to find a different career? They basically gave me a choice and said career or no career. And I was still in college at that point and gave myself till I graduated to see where I was at with my streaming. And if I was doing all right, it would be my career. And I was working really hard on 2.0 debut at that time. And it was honestly one of the most discouraging things I heard. And do I worry about my health or try to work on it, find a workaround, and try to continue making content? And I said, you know, fuck what they're saying. I'm gonna keep doing it. And I said, screw that. Wrote the song Sunshine on My Mind to vent and took a little break from streaming to rest and heal. And everything worked out. And here I am. I'm still streaming. I then learned that I burned my throat because I took painkillers longer than the recommended amount. So I took it for like 11 days. Didn't know that there was a limit. I learned my lesson and it taught me to be a lot more conscious of my health and especially my voice. And to this day, my voice is still a lot weaker. I try to be a lot more careful. What is one of the best interactions that you've had with one of your VTuber friends that hasn't been filmed, discussed, or clipped? The most recent one was in Vegas at TwitchCon after I ate at the top of the world with Shoto, Lily, Yuzu, and Bao at the Stratosphere. We went to go on rides at the top of the tower after we ate, and after suffering and screaming and laughing together, I set my phone up against the window of the building and told everybody, let's take a group photo. And I actually ended up taking a video so I could screenshot it later. But we were all just backing away and laughing together before posing and taking the picture, and it's one of the favorite videos I have. Shoto looks all confused and handsome, and Yuzu looks beautiful as always, and Bao looks so pretty in her dress, and Lily is standing with me happily, finally in the US, united with everybody. It's a group that I've played with for so long online, and arguably they're some of my best friends on the top of the world next to me, posing and smiling and having a great time together. And it's just something that I hold very near and dear to my heart. It's a similar feeling when we visited Yuzu for her birthday, where her, Bao, and I were just staring at the city from this hill view and laughing together. The last is sort of similar in that I was chilling, but with Giri, Yuzu, Rain, and Oni bro, watching movies in the living room together, and it kind of makes me cry thinking about it. These are the moments where you're just sitting there enjoying life, laughing with the most important people to you without a single care in the world. At those moments, I tend to be silent and just stare and smile because what I'm looking at is just so beautiful, and I get reminded of just how lucky and thankful I am for people like this in my life. What has been the biggest highlight in your VTubing career thus far? If it's too hard to choose, how about a top 3? There have been a few things. Obviously, making all the friends I've made is a huge highlight, but aside from that, subathons and birthday streams where we're just hanging out for a long time mean a lot to me. It's the times you really just don't think about. The ones where you're just chilling are the ones that you think back on and go, damn, those were good times. It just goes along with how happy I feel anytime I meet you guys at conventions. More specifically, WeebCon, when I performed for so many of you that showed up there to support me, was one of the most surreal experiences of my life. Despite my voice being gone that day and me not really singing, but just kind of dancing and trying to vibe with you all, and your encouragement was just, I can't even begin to describe how amazing that felt. The same thing happened at Offkai when I went out to actually perform the bottom song in front of hundreds of you that just specifically came for me. I mean, the song itself was really silly, but you guys were just cheering your hearts out for me and supporting me even though I was crying about the technical difficulties. I never would have imagined such a stupid song would become so important, such a core moment in my VTubing career. And, you know, hearing about how great you guys are to other fandoms and to each other and how respectful you are to me and my friends just makes me feel like maybe I am an okay person if people as cool as you are watching me. You know, maybe I do deserve the kindness from you and my friends and all the important people in my life. A lot of the questions that I got were about things I regret as a VTuber, my favorite things, what I changed, how I feel. And I don't think I changed much of anything. Everything that I did just got me here and brought all of you guys to me. No matter where in the world you are, you're here watching me and watching this video and hearing me talk, and that's just wild. Many of you guys became friends because of me, and that's one of the main goals that I had when I first started. So many of you decided to work harder on yourselves by just working out or taking care of yourself mentally or physically. And, you know, you guys inspire me, and I just wouldn't take anything back or redo any of that at all. I like how things are. Yeah, there's a lot of bad things that happen that I don't talk about, but I think they made me who I am, and I wouldn't change that. And I'll keep trying my best to make you guys happy and try to make myself happy too. But I am happiest when you guys are happy and the people I care about are happy. So thank you for being here, and thank you for listening to me answering questions questions, the fun, the stupid, and the serious. See you guys back with some more cringe content in the future. And thanks for everybody that submitted a question. Let me know if you want another one of these, and I love you. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing night. Bye.